and then, no, I'm recording. But anyways, we're back. We're gonna get started back on the Volvo. While I was in Texas, got a bunch of parts for it, and we're gonna test fit a lot of those, try and get this motor mount finalized up, so we can start moving on to some of the more serious stuff like wiring and welding and cutting a cowl for it. Alright, so first things first, I got new wheels to throw on this rather than the stock Volvo wheels. Okay, I'm going to test fit them out, make sure they actually fit. I think they're going to be really cool, but I just want to check and make sure. So, we're going to go ahead and pull this wheel off. Alright, so what I've got here are some 17-inch Mercury wheels. I'm hoping these will go on the Volvo and they'll look pretty good. Looking at it right here, a little bit of cause for concern because this coil is pretty big, pretty in the way. We might have to wait to put wheels on it so we can upgrade that. But we can still see if it fits. That's pretty much exactly what I was worried about. This wheel, as you can see, hang on. Okay, so it's exactly as I was worried about. As you can see, this wheel's not quite on all the way, and it's up against our shock. So, these wheels do not fit, which is a shame because I think they look pretty good. What I could do is I could try and find a 5x108 spacer, maybe bring it out a little bit so it's flush with the fender. That would look pretty good, but not exactly a priority.
Oh yeah.
They made one for your windows.
It cleans your window?
Yeah, it sticks on and cleans your windows. Why are you pushing it too?
Keep going.
Big strong boy.
Okay, that should be good. Gosh dang it.
Well, just jack it up.
Yeah, let's just jack it up, put it on the ramps underneath it.
Cut that scene.
Whoops.
Make a cut in the vlog.
Race. We can tip the junker first. Let's go.
Junker done.
Woo!
Get her done, boys.
Okay. Now I'm going to get under there and check out the transmission mounts. Make sure everything is lined up where I want it to be. So I can, maybe I'll do bolt the transmission in. And I can just lift up on the engine a little bit, take the pressure off. Start toying around with my motor mounts and get those dialed in. Alright, so rolling underneath here. Oh, nice. See, this here is my transmission mount. Those are the bolts for my Chevy transmission. And that there's the bolt for my Volvo crossmember. So obviously a little bit of fabrication is needed. So here's my Volvo cross member. As you can see, it's this one bolt comes in at an angle. I need that to go straight up and down, have 2 bolts. Go straight up into the Chevy. So, what I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try and fabricate something to make that work. Alright, so looking at the forms, it looks like a lot of people just took a piece of steel, bolted it on top of the cross member, and that's where you bolt up through. Before I do that though, I'm going to take this piece of cardboard, make a fake bracket so we can figure out how to fabricate that other bracket. Alright, so got my template. Is right about what I need to fit into my Chevy transmission. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to run bolts through this, weld it to my Volvo cross member. I swung by Home Depot, I got my steel, I got my bolts, so I'm going to go ahead and start building that now. And there we go. That's our bracket. Now I gotta go under there, test fit it, make sure it'll actually go onto the transmission. And we'll proceed from there. Alright, so we're gonna go back a little old school with me holding the camera. So the microphone is on. So the transmission mount is in and it's good to go. I just need to weld it in. I'm going to tack it, drop just drop it back out, weld up the whole thing real nice, put it back in, and then that's the transmission mount done. I need to come in, dial in my motor mounts, because this one's about 1 inch away. But you come over here on this other side, this one is about 1.5 inches away. So you gotta figure out what's going on there. Why is that sideways? Once I get that figured out, I can weld down the motor mounts, and then the engine sits where it is. Engine is done moving. Stupid fly. Throw that right there. So once all that's in, I can start plugging stuff in. So I got one coil pack to put back on here. I got this spaghetti of a computer to sort through. Then I've got, this is an electronic throttle body. So I need to either find a cable throttle body or find a pedal that works with an electronic throttle body. Hook up my cooling system. That's what those are. I got a set of low profile hooker headers that'll just fit right in nice and tight to the block. It should be able to fit right down there between the frame. Passenger side is a piece of cake. Driver side is a little bit more difficult just because of that steering arm and the brake booster. But I kind of eyeballed it earlier yesterday and I think it should work just fine. But yeah, once the motor mounts and transmission mounts are in and dialed away, this whole thing should be a piece of cake, or at least I say that, but I can do it by myself from that point on. I don't need like the cherry picker here or anything like that. I also have a Brom racing seat to go into the Volvo. That won't appear for a couple of videos just because the priority isn't a racing seat. But yeah, stick around, we'll get this thing in eventually. Oh, one more thing I forgot. this hood with the truck manifold and the alternator right there, the hood doesn't close all the way. So what I'm probably gonna have to do is cut a hole in my hood, make a big cowl or something. Pretty much kills the sleeper theme that I was going for pretty much instantly. But you gotta do what you gotta do to make the engine fit. So, thanks for watching, guys. That's kind of an update on what's coming up next. Hopefully I can get it knocked out pretty soon. School's starting soon. I'm about to get pretty busy, but I'll do what I can do. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.